They thought I fell off. I was just in the cocoon. I didn't go ghost. I went in. Discipline over distraction. Value over validation. Welcome back to the Philosofee Show. This podcast is not for everybody. Some people are cool with where they are, and that's fine. But this one, this episode, this era, it's for the ones who want more. I'm not saying you gotta think like me. I'm saying if you feel like there's something more out there for you, if where you at ain't where you wanna stay, then you might be right here with me. See, the hardest thing for me lately has been being around people who don't want to grow. Not even spiritually, just mentally, emotionally, financially. I get bored quick. Not because I'm ungrateful, but because I know I've tasted purpose and I want more of it. So I'm picking my pleasures wisely. I've pulled back drastically. I ain't smoking every day no more. I ain't drinking just to pass time. Nah, if I do it now, it's a celebration, not an escape. I might go 3 months clean, locked in, then loosen up for a weekend. But I'm done making habits out of distractions. I'm at the halfway mark in life, and I've decided I want to live the way I want to live for the rest of my life, starting now. What I've learned in this cocoon stage is that tomorrow don't even exist yet. Yesterday, gone. So really, it's all about today. And the question becomes, what kind of moments are you creating while you're here in this wild, beautiful simulation they call Earth? What will you make out this moment? 'Cause that's the only thing real. This moment.
Hey, let this shit run,
On who? On me. My affirmations over real beats. You on your shit, you on your shit. You the one, ain't nobody fucking with the fuck. Hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I hype me up. Okay. I got 99 problems, but I got 100 reasons. If it rains, sleet, or snow, I'ma ball air season. 'Cause I gotta hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I hype me up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Stars steady falling, destiny calling. Remember the falling, remember the falling. Stars steady falling, destiny calling. Remember the falling, remember the falling.
I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. 'Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs. Politicking with a chicken, that was the mission. Relaxing, just sipping, no policy hidden. Burdens were few, see cats with the kittens. When laws came around, then niggas got missing. It was ciphers going down, we parking lot pimping. Cars rolling up, drop the windows that's tinted. Daps and hugs, show mutual feelings. MCs all around, it was stiff competition. We progress, this hip-hop agenda. Those without bars, we return to sender. Nights at High Point, I clearly remember. Shout out to Luke Mine and DJ Finster. The culture took form, it looked like a blender. Patience rappers were patronized, consumed by the splendor. Euphoric was the scene, everyone was contenders. When giants fell down, it kinda sound like timber. I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs. I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs. I remember chicken wing cookouts, needing no lookouts, food stamps. I was scared to pull the book out. DJ spinning, speakers still hitting. Old school cars with the souped up engine. Cardinal Glennon, chrome rim spinning. Clark Wallabies with your favorite linen. Hugging the block was usual things. And 2 for 15, I'm trying to get that cream. Before slime balls was slick and backdoor trick. Someone deep in the game and shit got thick. I chose to leave it in the game and switch my fix. Now I'm still here writing these hits. Hip hop is the shit. As I state my claim, by time these niggas notice the name, I'm daddy rich. I brought it back to the state, just hoping that these cats can relate. I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs. I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs.
Hello, man. Y'all see I came on early. I'm be coming on early, but you know, who cares? I'm just happy to see y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you to all the supporters. Shout out to all my peoples out there, wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Senior G, Kimmy K, Nina Boss. Shout out to my queen. Shout out to People Choice TV, Daddy Rich. You know what I'm saying? Some things been changing, recalibrating, and all type of stuff, man. Just things that are testing my mental, testing my well-being, but always in a good life stressful way. Because, you know, we out here, man. So it's like everything ain't gonna always be comfortable, and it shouldn't be, because, well, you know, depending on who you are, sometimes you become weak. But I am happy and want to say congratulations if y'all made it through all the laws, because all the laws will be complete today. Shout out to Robert Greene for the book 48 Laws of Power. It's not about manipulation, it's about awareness. Today's show gonna be, I'm gonna go over the last 3 laws. I'll give you a little advice in the laws, probably throw a little bit of my life into it so you can get a little insight. Also, we'll be doing, the case study, talk a little bit about the states of the unions. We had one State of the Union from Donald Trump, then we had the People's State of the Union that was showed on Midas Touch podcast. And then we're gonna talk about U.S.-Israel strike on Iran, and we're gonna I might talk, well, knowing me, I'm gonna talk a little bit political about it, but that's nothing new. But it's gonna be more on how it relates to the 48 Laws of Power, because these are the things that people, you know, like, we're disgusted, but you're not. If you know the 48 Laws of Power, you will see what's really going on, and you know, just to be honest, people are using it. Trump is using it. I just put it out like that. The federal government is using it real well, I believe. But You know, if you see what we're saying, and no conspiracy theory, no, oh, I'm right. It ain't even about that. It's just about understanding and being able to actually see where the future is actually going, and not to be nervous and scared, but to be aware and be thinking logically. So that's all it's for. So, Law 46: never appear too perfect. Relationship game. Perfection breeds envy. You all perfect. Nobody like nobody perfect like that, for real. I'm talking about when you think you are perfect or you're trying to be perfect. Readability sustains alliance. Relatability sustains alliance. Relatability. So just it's more about relating to each other. You know what I'm saying? That's a good. Never appear too perfect. Business game. Over polished brands triggers silent opposition. You know, I had that. That's pretty much why I'm recalibrating, because you know you try to be perfect, or you try to do everything perfect, and you might not be doing it perfect, but somebody else might think it's perfect, or you think you perfect, or some shit like that, and not in competition with you. They ain't telling you. You gotta. Sometimes it just comes out. You know. So that's a power. Reinvention game. Don't outshine people unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to just show people what you know. You smart. You know, kind of conceal it. It's a power move. I ain't saying be dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying use it wisely. People, you know, get killed, all type of shit, because they show off in front of somebody, or make somebody feel some type of way, and you don't even know you doing it, or you trying to do it and not knowing, you know, you can take it, but not knowing this person ain't gonna let it go. You probably can get talked about and be good, but somebody else gonna take it to the grave. You know, so. Chess commentary, man. The queen doesn't need to dominate every square. Sometimes she retreats to avoid coordinated attacks. Okay. Law 47. Do not go past the mark aimed for. Do not go past the mark aimed for. Law 47. Relationship game. Winning the argument isn't always winning the bond. And that is so true. You know, you don't want to have too many arguments. Having arguments back to back and just negative energy all the time, that's not good for any relationship. I don't care who it is. I don't even like being around individuals who may, you know, if you do it, I just won't be around, or I'm not listening, or I have to listen to it because I'm at work, or it's money type shit, or, you know, I know when to turn it on and turn it off, but overall, you won't hear me saying nothing. I'll just be sitting there listening, you know, but winning the argument isn't always winning the bond. Business game. Overexpansion destroys empires. Overexpansion destroys empires. I think that's self-explanatory. Reinvention. Know when the objective has been met. Just know when it's met. Chill out. Get the fuck out. I think I done that when I wanted to get the building
over on 7116 South Broadway. Converted to this, get partners, and it turned out to be an epic failure because, number one of the contractors just stopped working on it. Got another contractor. They pretty much left my door unsecured to where people could break in it and blah, 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 and this and that. But I had to come to the conclusion that was a total mistake. I could have kept it like it was, didn't hire nobody to do nothing, and just rented out that upstairs. But it just stuck to podcasting and promoting. I was overreaching in an environment that wasn't conducive to me reaching to. But it all comes back though. I'm one thing about me. That's why I love being aware of certain things, because you're gonna go through it as a human, and it's about sitting back, analyzing what happened, and that's what makes life. You know what I'm saying? You do it better next time, or you aware of who you are or some of the things that you do. So I had to straight step back and just like be like, man, I done did what I had to do with the building. It's time for me to pass it on. I got other things to focus on now. Way more important things to focus on, especially, getting money. So if something, some people take it personal, like they'll think like, oh, well, man, they left me out to this. And no, everybody on survival. That's why I was in a position I felt like I was in a position to get around people that's like-minded and know how to get shit done and get this done. When I should have, like I said, stuck to that and just, figured out from there. But it ran its course. It did what it's supposed to do. And it's really human not to go far out the way to where you looking stupid or you suffering. You're gonna take a risk. That's one thing I'm proud of. I took my risk. Shit, I did my thing. I went there. I bet on me. And a couple other motherfuckers too. So I'm pretty happy with that. What's up, Jay? What's up, fam? I'm pretty happy with that. So that's why Law 47 do not go past the mark aimed for. You know what I'm saying? Law 48, the last law, assume formlessness. Relationship game. Rigid creates predictability. You can't be predictable all the time. That just gets boring. I get you or who you are, and you can be, and it all depends with who you with and all that too. But you gotta have a change. You gotta switch it up a little bit. Adaptability sustains relevance. Yes. Business game. Market shifts, culture shifts, power shifts. Only flexibility survives. So you understand? So a lot of these people that we sitting here, the MAGAs, the Trump supporters, just Trump supporters, period. You can't blame, we can blame certain stuff on it, but I'm saying you roll with where your power go. And that's assuming formlessness. Yeah, they probably was cool when it was this before this came. And this they type of shit. And that's obvious. So reinvention game. If your identity is fixed, you will break. If your identity evolves, you will endure. So I think this situation for me, I'm going to say it like this. The strongest players are not attached to a single opening. They read the board. They adjust. So these are the, you gotta, it's one thing when it comes to this politics shit. If you think it's real or not, it real fast it could get real for you. But my point is, people fuck with who they fuck with, to be put plainly. So it's a power shift, and it's noticeable. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this president turned it into that. Some people wasn't tripping off of it like that, but we ain't talking Republicans and Democrats. You know what I'm saying? This is not what that is. You can say you Republican, but I remember what Republicans were. And a lot, even though motherfuckers did certain shit, and I'm saying not all of them did certain shit. Some did, some didn't. And, conspiracy theories do not count. Something that says it's false don't count. And if you want to believe it, you have that right to believe it. But it was people who drank Kool-Aid and killed themselves, man. I got to think about this shit. But this is really a time to, I believe, choose where you want this country to go. Yeah, if it switched to something that's totally the worst case scenario, it's going to be, it's not going to be, number one, it's not going to be easy, because it's something different when, your American right is to speak You can speak any dumb thing you can say. That's a right, But to actually believe it to the point where it affects people, that you don't have that right. Y'all, that's why motherfuckers were slaves, because y'all just thought some shit when you didn't know that we were actually human beings, and that's on y'all. That's on a lot of people. That's where all of this is because they thought we wasn't human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't be smart. That's where all this came from. They can say economy, they can say slavery and all that. No, it really came from the most stupidest thing that you could think, even, especially, if you want to give benefit of the doubt, okay, you look at them and, okay, you see them how you see them, but the later in the years, about time of Civil War, and then even after, it's like, how y'all think that when you see different? And when I asked that, all I know is anybody who want to do that type of shit was just probably on some Epstein shit too. If you think motherfuckers raping little kids now, just think about back then when it wasn't gonna be a crime. And you can just go with the just disgustingness of. So anyway, I be having to figure out, like, the thinking of certain individuals who support certain things and then say certain things is the same when they're clearly not. They're clearly not. Clearly not. I'm just saying. What president come in, swoop, hide the Epstein files? Why you hiding the Epstein files? I don't hear nobody MAGA asking that. Why you and Israel striking Iran? I know motherfuckers don't. I follow world shit, man. I've been following politics for a very long time. I done been to Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out how certain people can allow this and vote for this, and it's like, okay, this part of the darkness and power is where we, like, people talk like they've been there. If you went to jail, I got that. I understand that part. You know what I'm saying? But you wasn't in jail when they were slaves, or when they was motherfucking going through the civil riot type shit. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers, and it's just these are the mind frames that we're seeing. These shadow mind frames of people not giving a fuck that Renee Good got shot. And yeah, we'll compare it to all the black. I'm not on that. I'm on today. Because our people stood up, sat down, got killed, all that and grimaces to get us the rights that we have today. So people don't understand that they're gonna have to not give a fuck about no citizen, period, to do anything in the nature of trying to set us back. It's gonna be favoritism. That's why motherfuckers say Trump ain't racist. Yeah, if you favor him, he fuck with you. So a lot of black motherfuckers, you know, half us don't read and know shit about Trump except from The Apprentice. That's it. So they don't think he like that. Ain't nobody thinking him like that. Then you got a lot of poor people tripping off stimulus checks. He gave a stimulus check, forgot that Barack gave out some. He just didn't put his name on it. And that's real. I remember that. You know, but these are the type of things that I wanna. That's why I say sometimes I do go on my political rant. But this is all about power, you know. And I'm just being honest with you. So final summary. I'm gonna read these off. The arcs of 148 laws of power. We study what's that? We study. Let me see. My eyes is getting. I'm getting up there now, so my eyes are a little. We study concealment. We study detention. We study reputation. We study timing. We study restraint. We study psychological warfare. We study loyalty. We study calculated distance. We study adaptability. The through line. What this all comes to, man, is control yourself first. Because if you can't regulate your ego, you will misuse every law you learn, okay? The real power was never manipulation. It was awareness, man. So that's the completion of the laws of the 48 power. What's up, Shay? Happy Sunday, sweetie. Happy Sunday, baby. All right. That's the 48 laws of power. I would suggest y'all go and read that book, man, because it might be the way of survival coming, like pure survival. And some of these laws, if you haven't seen it yourself, you know, you done been around it. You know what I'm saying? It's been used on you somehow, or you used them somehow, even if you don't know. So, holler at Robert Lee Green, 48 Laws of Power. All right, so I'm gonna go straight into this and talk about the State of the Unions. I watched both of them. I can't say I watched. I was watching the People's State of the Union, waiting on Trump's State of the Union to come on, because I didn't want to talk about the State of the Union without watching the State of the Union. And I'm gonna say this. What's up, Zeke? What's up, Zeke, bro? So put that back up. That was quick. But I watched both of them. I watched some responses afterwards and things of that nature. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give Trump a rating for the State of the Union, because I watched States of the Union. You know, I probably started watching. I think the first one I watched was Barack's, and then after that I watched everybody else. But I read about the State of the Unions because I studied the first president to all the way up to Trump, just in character or history and things of that nature. So I always knew about the State of the Union. I don't remember Trump State of the Union beforehand. I mean the one before this one, but this one was, to me, was typical Trump. Grandiose, over-promising, pointing fingers at his enemy, ignoring certain people, vilifying immigrants, Somalians, Americans. It was one thing on there. I was talking to my queen about it. I was like, look, he gonna come after sanctuary states, and people. I don't know if people understand, like, knew about sanctuary states. And listen, y'all gotta be smart. Listen, reason why Trump is doing certain things like sanctuary states, because he know only people like illegal immigrants and people who help undocumented immigrants or illegal immigrants, or you call them illegal, but they're, once, regardless of what you say, once their feet is on this ground, they are due process. That's what makes America great. That's what people don't get. That's why they trying to get over here. All of them not trying to get over here to do crime. But anyway, that's not even my point of saying that. But that's what he did. He tried to trick he did something that I peeped soon as he did it. And it was something where he phrased it somehow like this: if you believe that the Constitution only is about making Americans safe first, or saving illegal aliens, and then illegal aliens stand up. And the Democrats didn't stand up. Well, most of them didn't stand up. And I'm gonna say this: I'm proud of them, but it also lets me know that they're not ready for the way Trump is playing ball. It's like, that's why I say, check out them laws of 48 power, man. The 48 laws of power. He's using that so well to the point where it's gonna have to go the fight. Either Trump gonna win. It's like he almost like Mayweather when it comes to politics, and he hitting blows. Like, we could have been strike Iran. Like, people don't, and that's where I was going with this. My bad. I got off the subject. They go online with all this information that they take, and they know what they can do because people don't care. Like, if you don't know Jesse Jackson was an activist, you don't give a fuck that he didn't get in. You don't care, and that's a grand amount of people. You know what I'm saying? Sanctuary cities. It was made for something that's in. I ain't saying it was made to harbor and transition illegal or undocumented aliens, so they can either fast track or whatever special needs day is. That's a constitutional right for a state to do that. Trump is using that to bolster his illegal immigration bust down. We gotta stop this now because they're stopping us from this. It's like, okay, so you take that away, now you finna to make civilians illegal because they're going to continue. You know they're going to continue to do it because it's their right. It's up to the judges to actually either Congress or the judges need to, if he do it as an executive order, the state really don't have to follow them because it's your right and you didn't do it under the law. And Trump know this. Trump knows, like, people don't know that when he do these things, he got to go to court. If it's right or wrong and he do an executive order or do what he did with the tariffs, people can sue him and go to court and it can get overturned like he did with the tariffs, but you already fucked up what you was gonna fuck up. That's what he does. It's win-win for him. You know, it's win-win unless you really make them take accountability and get them up out of there. Like, for real. But 34 felonies, civilly liable for sexual assault, grab them in the pussy, the election was stolen, man. What the fuck is, that's what I'm saying. And you have people who believe so many, they don't have nothing to do, I guess. I don't know. I can't speak on it. But they'll believe anything, or they want to believe, or it's just a what they call it, a coup, where they know it wasn't stolen, but they know if they keep saying it, who gon', motherfuckers gonna believe it, or they gonna adopt it. It's on his side. If the president said, you see what they did with the Capitol? They were listening to him. So it's obviously a group of individuals who is against the Constitution as it is. They interpret it, they want to change it and interpret it to other things. So, it is what it is, but you have to be ready for that, okay? We have to be ready for it. They already, when people, right now, with unemployment is up, but everybody not out of job. So everybody don't feel that crunch, but people who out of a job feel it. So, and I ain't talking about ones who don't want to work, the ones who do want to work. All right, here we go. This is not partisan, this is positional analysis. America had 2 states of the union. They had the official executive one, and they had the public response narrative. 2 boards, 2 perspectives. Now layer this with the reported Israel-U.S. strike on Iranian leadership targets. This is geopolitics. This is power demonstration, and this is message sending. So, have you heard, we obviously know that Donald Trump only care about certain people when it comes to sacrificing. We already know that. Like I said, Israel been always itching to get at Iran. Look it up. Do your own research. And look at it from both sides, because both sides exaggerate. That's just politics. That's why Trump do so well in it, But some people lie because you can't promise something that you don't know you're going to keep. You can try to keep it, but you don't know if you're going to keep it because you got Congress in there. You know, for some people, not all of them, some of them do just be lying. I mean, look at Donald Trump. You know, but they always got an agenda, and you need to figure that agenda out before they get in, before you vote, because they already know you're not gonna. If you got a job, you're gonna be all right. Regardless, you can talk shit, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? If you a racist, and I'm talking about under Trump shit, you feel great as a motherfucker because you can speak ignorance now. You know, and I'm gonna speak on Charlie Kirk. Some of the things, you know, I can say this. I didn't think he was stupid, but I didn't think he was smart. He wasn't that dumb to believe in what he was saying. That's how I looked at it. It's just, you know, some people just get paid to talk shit and spew dumb shit. And I think that personally Donald Trump got him killed and made him a martyr because he spoke DEI and black people as criminals so bluntly and well. You know, some people don't hear that. They want to hear that. They want to, regardless if it's wrong or not, they want to hear that because they got to feel that type of power, or they've been taught that it's still getting taught down to them. And motherfucker, y'all really sound stupid, and you don't want to, but you do. You sound dumb. But that's the double fold too, because me saying that to an individual who think that, they need somewhere to go, and that's where they going. So I blame that on the Democrats. I blame that on not being clear with who could run for president. Congress and the judicial system and the people supposed to save us and keep us from somebody like Donald Trump. And you got people cheering this shit on. And they're as American as I am. Go to January 6th and look at these people. And I'm looking at them like, y'all mad because of what? Okay. But, where we at? Law application in real life. This is the number one thing Trump does. This is his number one power. Law 34, act like a king. Military precision communicates authority. He know what he was doing. Silence after action reinforces dominance. He do his State of the Union. I'm already fucking with Israel. Yeah, I don't think I'm fucking. I don't care what y'all talking about. Let's do this. Let's knock these guys out. Bang, bang, bang. We ain't listening to the State of the Union no more. Now we caught up. We ain't tripping off the tariffs. We ain't tripping off of none of the stuff that just happened over there. Now we tripping off of Trump. Now you dominating the news. You killed top this and that, and it's like, what happened to no wars? Why you telling the Iranian people to take over they country like that? Like, it's causing turmoil, but it's I'm trying my, as you can see, man, I'm want to ask people, are y'all scared yet? Civilians getting killed, getting shot, mass police that Trump sent, federal, and they lying on you. Quickly, popping you too, pop. Oh, y'all want the record now? Y'all ain't getting this. We run this. Oh, I can't get the record of what happened. I thought you were supposed to let me investigate this. No, this Trump shit. Keep it moving. Oh, okay. Law 3. Nah. Law 42. Strike the shepherd. Target leadership to stabilize hierarchy. You remove the head, the structure collapse. Or you gotta collaborate. Recalibrate. Law 3, he do this too, but I already know what I knew he was gonna come in and rob us blind, and get money. Rob us blind, get money, take out black people, put white people, take away some rights, start a war. Money go way up here, people gonna die. I pretty much knew that was gonna happen, but he concealed his intentions. Operation move before explanation surface. So, and why I'm saying this, so I can let people understand that the president don't supposed to declare war whenever he want, man. He don't supposed to put our troops in harm before the Congress tell him, man. So again, this is another legal war. Trump don't give a fuck. And this strike don't only just mean if people sitting here thinking, I know people be talking so much shit like they know so much shit and they the biggest, baddest thing in the world and all this other shit and they ain't been outside they fucking neighborhood. If you're going to do things like strike Iran with Israel, you're pissing off a lot of the nations, and you got us looking like we're on dictator side. They say the border's open, right? And this one and I know he don't give a fuck, but he say the border's open. All these bad people coming over here. You remember 9/11? You know, now we got to be scared of our Middle Eastern brothers and Americans and people here who doing businesses. Now they gonna be getting looked at a certain type of way because now you are attacking not only a country of people, but Islamic. And you know some of our dumbasses here in America don't know the difference. These are power moves that this guy's doing, and my thing is damage is already done. Are they going and listen? We're gonna go through the spin cycle again. Why he shouldn't have did this? I'm tired of hearing that, man. I get it. You don't want to get used to, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want to get used to this because this dude is steady overstepping the boundary, and he continues like this is what he going to do, and them Republicans just standing up. See that? Stand up. So that's what y'all. So y'all was tired. Some of these motherfuckers was either tired or faking like they wanted diversity in this country. So we gonna get the black people with this affirmative action and DEI knowing you shouldn't have touched it. You can everybody can have an explanation on why this shouldn't be and why you feel salty about it. Nah, dog. It was put there for a reason. Keep it there for a reason. Keep it there for the same reason. Like y'all, that was y'all penalty for thinking we wasn't human. That's what happened in the Constitution. When y'all said we the people, y'all thought we wasn't people. See what I'm saying? That's what those things are put in action for. Oh, it was a whole civil right thing about it. They had to show you how stupid you were for not letting black people go to school with you. You want to take our money, make it, people sit at the top or the bottom, or in the back. You're supposed to be a judge for all. You're not caring about it because they're black. You looking at this mother, he already guilty. Everybody in the jury box, you done took all the black people out. They guilty. That's where these things came from. Did y'all? I know we didn't go through it. We ain't that slow to not know why these things are in play. That's why those in the play. The people who talking shit about them are just underlying racist and prejudice because you, unless somebody sue, they doing this and no, that's what it was supposed to do. That was earned because all the rape turned people, families apart, killings, mass incarceration, just being low down human beings. I get you want to make more money, but I'm talking about the humane part of the shit for what you would do and the atrocities that you did with people. Because you didn't understand that we the people, we're people. We people. We were people then and we're people now. That's what all that shit was about. And that's crazy. It's nuts. You know, I get it. As far as you wanting to make a buck, pay your labor not enough and all this and all. I get that. I get getting a person of color, putting them in a rental. Okay, this part of your pay. I ain't gotta beat you. I ain't gotta fuck your wife. I ain't gotta rape your daughter. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gotta feed them to where they ain't healthy. I ain't gotta lynch them. Why that didn't happen? Why didn't you just make it more humane? Because you're fucking crazy. Just like you're crazy now. Dude who shot Renee Good called her a bitch after he shot her. In America. That's crazy. And my thing is, I get it, y'all. Black people went through it. They don't give nobody a right to continue to do it. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? Not like anything, but not like that. Like, yeah, we gonna get at y'all. That's what he said. All right. Law 6, court attention. He doing that greatly. Operations moves before explanation surface. You know what I'm saying? Law 43, work on the hearts and minds. Domestic narrative framed action as defense, deterrence, or protection. And he's saying we're doing this because of this. They may have this and this. Shit, man, you using fucking George Bush shit so you can make whatever you got going on over there in Iran. Somebody you got something going on over there to where you got something going on over there, just like Trump. I mean, Bush had something going over in Saddam, over in Iraq. So whatever you got going on over there, bro. All right. Know when to stop. Escalation without boundaries become entanglements. And this the one thing I'm gonna say. Unless this boy, how can I say it? He's smooth. I'll say this, man. Quick on his feet. But you got 4 years of this. I don't know how long you gonna last trying to break all these laws without getting kicked the fuck out of there. And listen, you know, I understand you. This is what I'm gonna tell Congress: the longer, the worse. Unless y'all on y'all doing some homework right now. You know what I'm saying? But he's not seeming like he's gonna stop pressing that line. And he got if he going after Iran and talking about Greenland and all this stuff, teaming up with Israel to do attacks, it's this is looking a little different than before. I'm just saying, people, if you don't get it, you'll figure it out sooner or later. Law 48, formlessness, diplomacy shift, alliance shift, language shift, all this shit shifts, man. So this is the mid game, and quote me on this. This is the mid game, not the end game. Every move has consequences 3 turns ahead. You strike, they calibrate. The boards tightens. So all I'm gonna say is, man, mark my words. I'm gonna say this on here. Follow what happens in the Iran war. See what happens. Look at both. I'm gonna tell you right now, a merge just came with worldwide news. It's somebody and somebody. Look it up. I think Netflix was supposed to get it with somebody, and they didn't. They went with somebody else, and they're gonna be controlling a lot of things that come out because, you know, what they know up there is behavior, comfortability, all of that dictates what we're gonna do. Like sometimes, you know, if you off the grid, they don't know. But, you know, and it ain't all, we can switch up. But for the most part, when you're comfortable, you're not tripping off Iran. You know what I'm saying? When you already, if you ain't worried about the tariffs and you working and you still cool, you still cool. You know what I'm saying? They know this. You have to have a mentality. A lot of these things people don't even know about. They don't even want to know about it. You know what I'm saying? Some people done left out politics a long time ago because they were they felt like it wasn't for them, or they holding on. Like when people say quit holding on to certain things, I get it to this extent. We're not where we were back then because of the people who came before us. Respect that by doing what they gave us, not keep shitting on it. You can't shit on it if you're not even in the game. That's a hater. And a lot of people hate. Barack wasn't a hater. He got in and people shit on him. But listen, Barack was so raw with it, he knew what to do, and I'm glad he got that type of brain because he knew he couldn't get in there and be an activist. He's for the whole country. And yeah, he opened a lot of gay rights and all that, and that's the democratic way. Them the people who got him in. But these are all the things that are, or the differences is, it's just opinion. They're just opinion. So we about to go ahead and get up out of here. Well, I'm gonna go to a break, then I'm gonna come back. We got one more segment, Memoirs of a Forgotten Father. I'm gonna play Unsuppressed myself. One of my soliloquies, man. So we'll be right back. Let me see what I got. What I'm gonna go to, what I want to play.
Holy shit. Struggle. Yeah. Struggle, my nigga. It be hard sometimes, man. They don't even know, man. Struggle. So I'ma go ahead and let them know a little bit of something. Put them in the mind of a real nigga. Real talk. Struggle.
I swear they don't know the struggle of a real nigga. So much stress it'll kill you. When you're real, they don't feel you. Your baby mom on your ass, cause she all in the feelings. All this hoping and wishing, make you think about killing. I swear they don't know the struggle of a real nigga. So much stress it'll kill you. When you're real, they don't feel you. Your baby mom on your ass, cause she all in the feelings. All this hoping and wishing, make you wanna stop dealing. 1979, a real nigga was born to a family torn. Made me ready for war. No mother to love, somewhere out there cracked out. Abusive father stressed out, beat me till I blacked out. My presence hella adored, you wonder why I sport. They threw me in the deep blue sea, came out of shore. My teeth is razor sharp, you better have heart. It's a dirty game, being soft won't get you far. Picked up my pen and my paper after my strap, bruh. Write about these licks and murders that I survived, sir. I could have been in jail, a one-way trip to hell. Because fake homies and BMs want me to fail. But that's okay though, just stack my pesos. Even though the government take a half my check, yo. Will I shed this hard shell? Only time will reveal. Walk in my shoes, little dirty, yeah, the struggle is real.
Man, you gotta know the struggle. Everybody ain't built for it. But I just want y'all to know, y'all can get through it. Just keep your head up. Struggle.
I swear they don't know the struggle of a real nigga. So much stress it'll kill you. When you're real, they don't feel you. Your baby mom on your ass, cause she all in the feelings. All this hoping and wishing, make you think about killing. I swear they don't know the struggle of a real nigga. So much stress it'll kill you. When you're real, they don't feel you. Your baby mom on your ass, cause she all in the feelings. All this hoping and wishing, make you wanna stop dealing. Unsuppress myself. A soliloquy by a forgotten father. I've spent years surviving, wearing strength like armor. Caroused over needs I was too afraid to admit. Not because I ain't got them, but because every time I spoke them, they got dismissed, ignored, or used against me. So I learned silence. I learned to play the provider, the protector, the one who doesn't ask for shit except loyalty. And even that came back bruised. Truth is, I've needed love. Not just the kind you feel in the moment, but the kind that stays when you fall apart. I've needed consistency, safety, somebody to notice when I go quiet and not just assume I'm tripping. But I swallowed all that, suppressed it, convinced myself that needing less was stronger, that independence was the cure, when really it became a cage. And trust, man, I gave that too early, too often, because I wanted to believe, wanted somebody to just choose me. Not for what I could build or how I bounce back, but for who I am beneath the concrete. So now I'm unlearning, unpacking, unsuppressing. Not for anybody else, but for me. because I've got needs. And I ain't ashamed no more. I'm not just here to be strong. I'm here to be whole. And wholeness means being soft where I used to be silent. Being open where I used to be guarded. Being real enough to say, I need love that sees me. I need peace that holds me. And I need to trust myself more than anyone else ever could. This ain't no cry for help. It's a declaration. I'm not hiding my hunger no more. I'm unsuppressing myself. One truth, one need, one layer at a time.
Oh yeah. All right, man, that was Unsuppress Yourself from Memoirs of a Forgotten Father. I hope y'all like that. Here come a few reflection questions, and we're going to get up out of here because I got things to do. Where have you suppressed yourself to preserve comfort? Are you adapting or abandoning yourself? Did studying power make you wiser or colder? What does formlessness look like in your daily life? So those are some reflection questions, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed learning about the 48 Laws of Power. My next episode, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any episodes for a couple of weeks because I'm gonna reshuffle some things. I got some new topics that I think people will wanna speak about, talk on, and want to learn. So make sure y'all tune in with me on Fridays at 5 p.m. on Louis Wood Radio, the Rebirth of Louis Wood Radio with LC Raz and Jay Waiters. But I'm about to get up out of here. So I'll see y'all.
16 pad rain. You a fool for this. You know I had to go get the steppers, right?
We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and I, only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and I, only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. In the beginning that was light, so I was let's be friends. But at the end of the night, it was by my ends. I'm on the ground with my grind. You can't deny that I'm great. The only thing you can do is up the level on hate. Some supporters wanna clean our plates, disguise a debate, kill and delay. We on the slay team, and we ain't talking about holidays. Not for gunplay, but money making their way. But if you wanna take it thorough, we can make it rattle. We prepare the cattle, and we are best at battle. They said was gossip when you brought me in this, but it's my everyday struggle that got me this. It was my mama on welfare, my daddy on crack rock. The grind don't stop. I was raised by hip hop. This one for the culture, black excellent hood nurture. We was raised with virtue. It's our time to take over. God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and I, only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God.
Practice how the lines then. Put the paper to pen. We form Voltron, legal women and men. Destroying competition with a devilish grin. Set the pace in the race, cause we winning again. We the best Midwest, house blessings bestow. Dominate the interstate, so these suckers will know. You can't penetrate or integrate, the dungeon is closed. Okay, we liquidate, now you're living exposed. Technique, when we speak, rap rugged and raw. Transparent and translucent, going bar for bar. Right like two wheels on the back of a car. Like tight like vice grips on the lid of a jar. We haven't sent, pay the rent, courtesy of the team. It's inevitable, how we severing dreams. It's commendable, how we stepped on the scene. We separating God devilish schemes.
We talking God shit, who you with when life is limitless. You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. We talking God shit, who you with when life is limitless. You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God shit.
Yeah, God shit. Great orderly direction. Showing you how intelligence triumphs.